let's start off with this first one. We'll get right into it. And that's, again, we're talking about defense only. Okay? So, early season MVP. Who do you have?
I got my guy Micah Hyde. It was kind of
You son of
son
a
of a
gun.
gun. Yeah, it was kind of a toss up between Hyde and Poyer for me. I think they're both deserving. But I think Hyde's just having a little bit better of a season. He's getting turnovers. People decided to start throwing at him again, which, I think his numbers were kind of down the past couple of years because people just stopped throwing his way, and they're trying him again, and he's making them pay. And I think he's been just overall a really bright spot to this defense so far this year.
Yeah, and my pick was Micah Hyde slash Jordan Poyer, but I think I'll have to think on the fly here for a different MVP, just so we're not on the same page and give you listeners something else to listen to. But I completely agree with Micah Hyde. He's definitely the defensive MVP or Jordan Poyer because those two are just playing really, really good complementary football right now. They're playing at such a high level and not letting big plays happen. Minus that King Henry run with the 70-yard touchdown play. And, there was a video that surfaced where it looked like Jordan Poyer was getting held when Henry came through that hole. So maybe that play shouldn't have been a touchdown, but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, and you're right. It's weird. These teams are testing Micah Hyde like he's just nobody, and I'm all for it. And maybe they aren't testing him like nobody, but they are testing him, and it isn't working well so far. And I gotta say, the most impactful play that I've seen from Micah Hyde thus far has to be that pick six against the Chiefs. That really was a backbreaker for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think it fueled the team so much defensively that there was no way we were going to lose that game. So for my early season MVP, give me Matt Milano. Give me Matt Milano. This man was playing with his hair on fire for every single game except for the Kansas City Chiefs game, obviously because, he was hurt. And, it's hard to say at this moment what kind of impact he really had against the Tennessee Titans. I think they were telling him, play low, and defend the run, even with Tremaine. And I think it made him a little susceptible, both of them really, to the passing and play action passes of Ryan Tannehill. And that's not really his fault if it's a coaching decision. Hey, come down in the box and make sure King Henry doesn't run all over us. Whoops, we're going to actually throw over your head instead. So I can't really fault Matt Milano's play or Tremaine Edmonds' play, but in terms of early season defensive MVP, I think Matt Milano has been playing really, really good football, and even PFF said that he's been doing amazing, and you know how PFF is.
Yeah, Matt Milano's a guy that was definitely in the running for me here, and I just kind of edged him out a little bit, but just looking at the impact that he has on the defense, it's definitely a better unit with him out there. And when you think about, maybe he should be the nod for MVP here just because of the impact that he has. And I start thinking about, we were looking at the possibility of having to replace him this offseason and what that would have looked like. You're either going to be trotting out probably a rookie there or A.J. Klein getting more work. And A.J. Klein, despite how much better he played at points last season, is not a guy I want out there as a full-time linebacker. So definitely respect it. He's definitely right up there for me.
Yeah, and even A.J. Klein, when he got asked to play in that Kansas City Chief game, he even did well. So, good for you, Klein. You were a surprise to me because I'm not gonna lie, I was very worried, very very worried about that kind of play.